I do not regret that decision at all. Like, one of the primary reasons was that I did not know what I wanted to do in college, and that was just good enough for me to take a gap year. Hello. So today I'll be talking about why I decided to take a gap year. First of all, let's just bust some myths, because some people say that you don't go back to college if you're on a gap year and that you are behind in life, which does not make sense. Life is not a race. And about going to college, again, we're in a society where college is not even a choice, rather a path that everybody travels on, which is not the case. It's very important to understand whether college is the right thing for you or not. And here are some stats which shows why taking a gap year is good. This is from the Middlebury College and the Temple University. So I'll be giving 8 reasons as to why I took a gap year. 1. Holistic development. Because school is so academic centric, all of my growth, especially during the school years, was really around building those specific kind of skills like research skills. But there was a lot less focus on life skills. For instance, decision making, financial literacy, and self-discipline. Especially because we have so much control over our time, we're basically not used to it. So now that we are in charge of every second of our lives, how are we using it? And this honestly builds a lot of discipline, because it's so easy to be distracted when there are no deadlines or there are no team meetings that you're supposed to go to, and only you are creating your day. And a lot more. I have this whole chart sort of thing which talks about holistic development and what all skills are very essential. Gap year especially helps with that, because when we're going from school to college, we're basically transferring from one system to the next, and usually our lives completely revolve around that system. So since the beginning of our lives, we've just been used to being part of different systems, and once we're out of college, because we're not used to all of this independence, usually it gets really difficult on how we want to set a path for ourselves. So just taking ourselves out of the systems and understanding who we are without it was necessary for me, because I wanted to know who I truly am aside from the academics. So I wanted to be very intentional in doing whatever I wanted to with my further education. 2. Setting an intention. I did not want to start college very blindly, because in the gap year I will get to know myself better, understand my core values, my principles and everything. I will be able to specifically know what I'm looking for from my college experience, and that will make it much more meaningful, because I will be taking actions accordingly. 3rd, I did not know what I wanted to do with college in general, or like with life. I know it's such a daunting question, but I can use this year to gain a lot of opportunities. I did academic courses in the field I like, and I also did internships in this field. It has given me so much clarity and conviction that what I want to do is the right thing for me. By the end of 12th grade, I really was not sure with what I wanted to do. So applying to colleges with an undecided major just did not make sense to me. 4th, I did not want to take out the passion out of the degree I was going to take. 5th, I did not want to do my college applications with a poor mindset, mental health, or just confusion. That was just an extra burden. So many things are happening in 12th grade with assignments and everything, and I wasn't sure with what I wanted to do, and college applications were right around the corner, and I just thought that if I have more time and I understand what I want to do, I feel like the whole process of understanding which college is good for me and applying accordingly will just make the journey of further education much more intentional for me. I just wanted to take out the stress from the whole idea of college applications. 6, naturally, because I'm doing so many internships and doing so many courses and everything, my resume was boosted. It is just a byproduct of the actions I'm taking, and it's all in the field of my interest. I got so much time to explore different things and understand fundamental values about myself. Even though my resume would not have boosted, I would have still taken a gap year. So not only am I understanding and getting to know myself better, but I'm also building a resume which is going to show focus and direction, because I'm doing a lot of things in the field of my interest. The next is choice, because most of us, we've grown up with school. We did not have a choice of, do I want to go to school or not? But over here we have a choice, which a lot of people just don't see. Like going to college is a choice. So it just gives you so much responsibility because you have so much freedom and power over every action of yours. Simply that was enough for me to take a gap year. All of my life I've just been governed by the system and the school and the deadlines. What would I do if that is stripped out of my life? I feel like I gained a lot of trust and faith in myself throughout this process. The last is honestly valuing education. Gap year is just a very good opportunity to know who you really are, because I would want to go to college by setting a foundation for myself, for knowing what my core values are and my principles are, so that I'm not distracted and I find my community easily because I know what I'm looking for from the experience. Like when we are thrown into the world after college, when we're supposed to navigate things, get jobs and etc., we are not taught about financial literacy. I don't understand why the school system does this. It's such an important skill which schools just miss out on giving to people. I'm doing the things I like. After 2 months of deep introspection and so much existential crises, I understood what I really wanted to do. I'm so glad I took that time for introspection rather than just like going for a random degree I might not even be interested in and waste so much time, effort on something, also money on something that I was totally not passionate about. Like right now I'm so satisfied with my life. Like I've been able to create a system for myself, a system where I thrive, where I feel good and I'm excited for every single day. Just feel so content by the end of the day. Obviously I have bad days and I have days where I don't feel good and I'm not satisfied, but it's just a cycle and I've come to accept that. Overall, these are the reasons that I decided to take a gap year, and I am so happy with my decision, and I will be making one with the things I learned during this year. Be sure to check them out. I'll see you soon.